The Sydney Opera House, more than just a cultural icon of Australia. With its sail-like roof and world-class performances, it's one of the most recognizable architectural masterpieces on Earth. But behind the grandeur, beyond the glowing lights and the roaring applause, lies something else. When the audience leaves and the final curtain falls, something or someone remains. A presence, a quiet watcher, a spirit that never left. Artists and staff have reported a chilling feeling of being watched. Whispers when no one is speaking, cold drafts in closed hallways, and a woman, always a woman in white. Is it the imagination of overworked minds, intoxicated by drama and music? Or is there something real, lurking behind the red velvet curtains? Tonight, we uncover the eerie mystery of the ghost who haunts the Sydney Opera House, the woman in white. Since the Opera House opened in 1973, strange occurrences have been quietly whispered about, never officially addressed, but never quite denied. Security guards talk about pianos playing by themselves at night, not recordings, not mechanical malfunctions, real music. Notes pressed, one after another in a hall that should have been empty. Motion sensors triggering with no one around. Doors opening on their own, even when the building's air systems are off. Footsteps echo from the stage when no show is on. And CCTV cameras once captured a pale figure gliding down a corridor, only for the footage to vanish when reviewed later. One sound engineer recalled, "I was working late, adjusting levels for an upcoming performance. I heard slow, deliberate steps above the stage. I turned on every light. No one was there. But on the stage floor, wet footprints, like someone had just walked through." The staff has a silent rule. Don't stay alone. Don't go backstage after midnight. And if you see something in white, don't follow it. Among performers, one name keeps coming up: the woman in white, a ghostly figure described by many. Tall, thin, always dressed in a long white gown. She appears near the stage or sits quietly in the upper balconies where the lights don't reach. A cellist once confessed, "I was rehearsing a solo piece. The hall was empty. I felt someone standing behind me. I looked into the mirror ahead, and there she was, a woman in white, still, watching me. I turned around. Nothing. Dancers, musicians, stagehands, all claim similar encounters. No one has ever been harmed, but the fear, the unease, is undeniable. Some believe she's not malicious. Perhaps she was once an artist herself. Perhaps she's simply still waiting for a show that never finished. So, who was she? One story stands out. A tale of a construction worker who died during the Opera House's long and troubled building phase. His death, some say, was covered up to avoid delays. His wife searched for him day after day, waiting by the water near the unfinished building. But he never came home. And maybe she never left. A tour guide once shared, "I was closing up after a late-night tour. Everyone had left. I looked back and saw a woman sitting in the last row. I asked if she was okay, but she vanished. No ticket, no name on the list, just gone." People wonder, is she grieving? Is she searching? Or is she simply bound to the building itself? Skeptics say it's all explainable. Echoes in the acoustics, drafts from the harbor, lights flickering from old wiring. But then, why do similar tales appear across the globe? At London's Royal Theatre, at the Paris Opera House, even on Broadway. Some spiritualists believe in emotional imprints, that powerful feelings, sorrow, longing, passion, leave a scar on places. Not ghosts per se, but a memory, stuck in time. Maybe the woman in white isn't a soul at all, but a residue, an echo of an artist's final breath, never quite finished. So next time you visit the Sydney Opera House, don't just marvel at the sails or snap a selfie in the foyer. Linger a little, sit in silence when the show ends. Look up, to the highest, darkest row. Maybe you'll see her, a quiet guest, still watching, still waiting. And if you hear footsteps behind you, don't run. You may have just been invited to a performance that never ends.